Good evening. How are you doing? When you have an opportunity, I would like for you to do a very high level Google search on the following keywords: white America reaction to, and then put in the following: the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the assassination of Malcolm X, the death of Nelson Mandela, the shooting and death of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s mother, the murder of those three little girls in the church bombing. I want you to type in white American reaction to the death of Emmett Till, white America reaction to the death of George Floyd, white America reaction to the death of Tamir Rice, white America reaction to the death of Trayvon Martin. And because I'm an American, unfortunately, I have to speak about things in context of race because race seems to be a very prevalent driving force in this country since it was invaded. It's always been about us versus them, and that us versus them was determined by race. That's the only way that they could find to differentiate people, because trying to differentiate people based on values, morals, beliefs, self-control, discipline, for some people that is just too difficult, because that would require a higher level of thinking and a higher level of emotional intelligence. You see, when you have no choice but to look at things very barbaric and superficial, the highest your mind can go is race. And because if your mind think at a lower level, you'll fill those blanks in as you see fit, but always the column that's about you always seem to have to be the superior out of the two. When you're an archaic person, when you're primitive in your thinking. The reason why I ask you to do this little exercise is for the following reasons. We have some problems down here right now, some real problems right now. Okay. Now, let me introduce you to some facts that you need to know about and you need to remember at all times from today moving forward. While we've been seeing a tug of war with the distribution of wealth and money and seeing certain people start thriving and doing better, that's also been showing up in political contributions. And whether you like it or not, money wins elections. If I have the right money, I can make anybody like you. You just have to, if you can pay me enough money, I can make anybody absolutely positively adore you. It's not hard. Money win elections. And modern elections cost way more than any time in history. And a lot of people are pissed off that black folks contribute as much as you do financially to your political candidates that you support, because it's been proven anything you throw your money behind, baby, it rain, you make it shake. And I do mean you make it shake. And when they can't beat you in your pockets, they can't beat you at the ballot. They will try to beat your character. Now down here we have the situation at hand where the money done been in place, the character is in place, the reputation in place, the education in place, the works are in place. They are doing their job, and here they are coming double barrel to get rid of him. Okay. All because of Charlie Kirk. Yes, indeed, honey. Yes, we still seeing them wanting to cause a kerfuffle because of Charlie Kirk, dear. Like, really. Okay. And the gentleman they're coming after, his name is Leofric Thomas Jr., and he's one of our council members. And they called his comment hate when it wasn't. They called it hateful rhetoric when it was not. And what we're dealing with is the following. We are being told that black people, you're just not responding right to our guy dying. Like, really, dude? Like, you can't show any kind of compassion or empathy? My God, the man died. Uh, really? Oh my God, you don't care? You don't have any love in your heart. But you have to remember the man that they want us to show so much respect, so much reverence, and pretty much what they're saying is the following: shut your black fucking mouths. That's what they're really saying. We don't want to hear anything from you. And in order to do that, if you don't, I will lash you with getting you resigned. I will lash you with getting laws changed. I will do anything I can to lash you because you cannot use that freedom you were giving when it's about somebody that I care about and I like and I want you to respect. There's no freedom in that. They 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 have lost their mind. And not only that, what they're really pissed off about, they understand this next presidential election is going to be what they're not ready for. And they already see it coming. They already see it coming. And that's what they're really undercurrent angry about. Because the way they're responding tells me that they planned for him to be on their ticket somewhere, or he was very involved and was going to be part of the machine that get people elected. He was a very big piece to getting people elected for them. But no, mm-mm, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to talk about another piece of information about Mr. Kirk and their way of this is not about him saying anything hateful. What this is really, really, really about is the following: it's about power, it's about domination, it's about control, it's about proving to you I can make you shut your black mouth when I want you to. That's what it's about. Even though they're saying it was just hateful vitriol, it's just hateful rhetoric, and it has no place here. And if you say something, let me show you something. Mr. Kirk said that empathy was just something created by left wing nut jobs. He doesn't believe empathy is a real thing. So that tells me what they're asking for. You understand? What they're really, really asking for from council member Thomas, it isn't empathy. How can you ask for empathy for a person that didn't believe in empathy? Now you see. Now you see. See, it's not enough for black people to be minding their business, staying out of the way. That is not enough for hateful people. It would never be enough. It is not enough for black people go about their business, mind their way, take care of their families, do what they're supposed to. It's not enough for them. They want you silenced also. But in all of this, you need to understand people who hate you fear you. This is why the Bible declares that we are not supposed to hate, because God understands the core element, the core spirit of hatred. It is fear. It is fear. Wrath. The core spirit of wrath, it is fear. When you fear someone, you can hate them. Listen, it's very hard for me to hate people, and it scares people because they're like, I don't understand how you could not hate them. Listen, honey, I, it's hard to get that emotion out of me because I don't fear them. I don't fear anyone. God says for me to not fear anyone. He told me to also not hate anyone. So honey, I check both of those boxes, and that's what I'm in. You cannot hate a person unless you fear what they will do to you or have done to you will be done again. And that's the element that is really causing them to rage. You're not fearing us. We're supposed to have the fear of God. Some people want to be your gods in the land. But see, this is the thing, when people want to rise themselves up as gods, they would be just like Nebuchadnezzar. You would be crawling around with your nails and everything else. You would be like an animal. It will make you act like you're an animal. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen to you. And in all of this, trying to come from Thompson, see, the thing is, people want to lash out when they found out that boy was one of their own. And I ain't talking about race, I'm talking about one of their own supporters, one of their own in the fold, all in the Facebook groups, all at the rallies, wearing the shirts, wearing the hats. That's what they're really, see, your shame. Shame is, ooh, baby. Shame is a horrible emotion to feel. My God, in Zion. That's why people use it so much. That's why. Because they know it does real damage when you shame someone. That's why it's most social media content is about shame, ridicule. That's what cancel culture is about. It's about shaming people into submission. And all of this, everybody submitting, but nobody want to work on their own self freaking control. Nobody want to work on their own, working out their own soul salvation and their problems. It's hard to do that when you walking around thinking you the blueprint, thinking it's about you and everybody need to be like you. Why would I want to do that? Then I end up walking around hating people. I'm not. Pause for the cause. And all of this, God is showing them something about themselves and they're not paying attention to it because the God of the Bible offends them. The God in the Bible does not have blue hair, blonde eyes, brown eyes. That is not how he looked. He's a Middle Easterner. He's melanated. No, he is not African. He is Middle Eastern. Yes. Science, biology all indicate and prove that's who he is. Not only that's what they believe don't even match as far as how he look. It don't match. It's a lie. They go stand right in front of a lie, and that makes sense to them. And the devil is a liar, and the father of lies, according to the Bible. But they stand right there in front of a lie. That's how deep the hatred goes. And also the God of the Bible, Christ of the Bible, Jesus of the Bible. He is not about. shaming, ridiculing, and separating people. But he knew in separation, he also was inclusion. And what I meant by that, that is the power of conversion and giving your life to Christ. And it's very clear that based on their ideological beliefs, that if you don't vote the way they do, you don't think the way they do, you're not Christian. And I'm kind of saying the same thing, but here's the difference. One side to say, well, you can't believe in God if you don't believe in giving people programs and helping people and giving them a hand up. The other side say, well, you can't believe in God if you believe in letting murderers out, if you believe in, continuing to abort babies. You can't believe that, right? But the reality is the extremists on both ends of the spectrum are always the loudest. Always. And in the middle are the people who are truly of Christ and about his message and actually doing the work. But they're not. They get on, they're not. How many times are you seeing any of this stuff lead to salvation? Everybody standing in front of the position of saved now, always saved. And it's a lie. Because the God of pride is running this thing right now. And God is trying to show them something in this about themselves. It was one of your own who believed the stuff you've been saying, agree with the stuff you've been saying, living the stuff you've been saying, consuming what you've been saying, emulating what you've been saying. And now he did what you were saying. So it should tell you to stop and look at the message. Okay, do you want to change the laws now about guns after one done killed the person you're deifying by any chance? And they love the thing so much that ain't even crossed their mind. They thought more about George Floyd than, wait a minute, we need to have a real talk because this ain't it. They love that thing, that firearm, that idea more than they love people. It is an idol. And God said there will be no other gods before me. Talking about God, country. Shut up. Shut up. Your God is that firearm. Your God is that hateful vitriol. That's your God. It's idolatry. And whoever you exalt above God, trust me. Listen, you need to accept the following. He ain't having it, dear. And let's make it clear, every time you do it, he will get rid of them. Every single time until you bow before him and not man. No, you better get it right before you get made right. Ain't none of this leading to salvation. None of it. The only reason people go into your church is because of political issues and political rhetoric and hatred. Oh, we're nice, we're quiet, we believe in God. They don't. Honey, if you actually think going in there to that little white Jesus, you actually think somebody gonna sit there and play in your face and not tell you what the Bible say, you're gonna sit there holding your pocketbook, clutching, talking about how much you love God, and you standing in front of a lie, something wrong with you mentally and spiritually. You hate too much. You will bust hell wide open because of it too. No question. Guaranteed. If that idol mean more that much to you and you actually think that you're going to stand in front of God himself who created Christ, you actually think that. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? See, you want to be God on this blue marble. And apparently you don't think that Bible know what it's talking about, or God who inspired it neither. How you think that's going to work out for you when you don't believe who his son is? Isn't that the cornerstone of Christianity and faith? Oh, what do I know? Nothing but the Bible, politics, law, accounting, and people. You can keep ignoring the signs if you want to, but I don't think you're going to get too many times to ignore them signs, because you're at a fever pitch right now. And if it done went down like this, it tells me somewhere in the kingdom it is deemed your behinds don't went too darn far. And you're about to be taught that he is God all by himself. And you can hate and blame black people all you want to, but something must be going on within you, because you keep wanting to be mad at us about it. Ain't no need to be mad at us about it. Nuh-uh. We ain't got nothing to do with what God decide to do and how he decide to do it. That ain't none of our business. But we will not be silenced. And I promise you, down here ain't gonna go the way you think it is. Because honey, if I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna make you a lovely, 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 lovely long reel of nothing but good old Charlie Boy words. And why? And in between them, reminding everyone why it would be illegal and unconstitutional. And honey, Kevin, you only down here trying to kick up dust and smoke because you want to be on somebody's ballot to possibly be a mayor or be elevated higher. That's all, honey. You'll never see the governor's mansion. So let it go. You just trying to get some traction and some action. You'll never be governor. You'll never see the halls of that mansion. You'll never see it. You'll never see it. You'll never see it. It ain't happening. So this little mess right here will make you famous. It will. Because you can be the example. You talking about you want to change a law because of this hateful rhetoric? Huh? Well, enjoy the beautiful bean footage, dear. You asked for it.